you will step up here and show me your power. And yes, you will do so in front of the entire class. I will then determine where you will be assigned, hero or sidekick. Any day now, superstar.
I'm doing it.
Doing what?
I'm glowing.
I don't think so.
Well, it's easier to see in a dark room. Maybe we could turn off these lights. You could cup your hands around your eyes and look real close.
Sidekick.
Are you sure you know?
Sidekick!
I'm going to deviate your septum.
I'm gonna give you a full frontal lobotomy.
Up your nose.
Ew.
Like the Egyptians, that's how they pulled your brains out. When they were mummifying you, that's how they pulled your brains out, was through the nose.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Shake it up like that.
Put that back together in the afterlife.
Put it in a jar.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you just shove that
Shake it up.
How are you going to put that back together in the afterlife? Like, does it... I don't understand the mechanics of that. I don't get that.
You get a new physical form altogether.
Then why stick it in a jar?
Good evening, everyone. Oh, the things we
I don't
discuss.
understand the mechanics of it.
Oh, the things we talk about.
You get a fresh brain.
A little bit of Egyptian religion.
From Abby, someone.
Abby Normal.
Yeah, that was it.
You gave me an abnormal brain. Yes.
Yes.
There's a running theme. That movie's been quoted a lot tonight, y'all.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
because.
And we're done with the Halloween episode.
I know, but
Yeah.
like that movie's been a running theme all night long tonight. So
The reason is because Kris and I are preparing, well, not preparing, but having this heavy desire to go to Dark Universe over in Epic Universe in Orlando.
Yes.
Okay, we went to go play with the monsters.
So bad.
different movie, but
I
that
know.
same actress, different movie.
Is that
Oh,
Madeline Kahn?
Yes, Madeline
Yes,
Kahn
'cause
was
she
in.
was.
Oh my
she was
gosh.
in.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Young
Taffeta
Frankenstein.
Darling.
She was in Young Frankenstein, but she
She
was
was.
the bride.
Yeah.
She ended up being the bride.
Ended up being the bride, yes. Yeah. Taffeta Darling. Taffeta. No, it's Taffeta. I just had it pressed.
Oh,
There you go.
I love her.
Hi, everyone.
So tonight, we've done Best Disney Characters.
Yes.
We've done Best Disney Movies.
Yes.
We've done the most villainous villains that ever villained in a Disney
Villainous
Thing.
Yes.
movie,
Yes.
animated mostly. Tonight, we're going to do Sidekicks.
And sidekicks make or break a movie.
Exactly.
I think. Bad sidekicks.
Change your mind.
Yeah, they can. But sidekicks, otherwise known as hero support.
Or villain support.
Yes. Anyway, main character support. We're not really doing a top 10. I mean, I've got 10,
I got 10. I stopped
I have
at
more
10
than 10.
because I went.
Okay.
I could have gone crazy.
but yeah, the only reason I kind of want to keep us low is because gathering all those assets so that I can do the editing.
Mm-hmm. You want to publish this week?
I would like to.
Yeah.
I would
of
like
course.
to post this week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, as opposed to waiting until Monday, 7 days later. Anyway,
Oops, sorry.
so tonight we're going to do, and it's you guys know the format by now. If you don't know the format by now, that means that you guys have just arrived. And hello, and
Welcome.
welcome.
Thanks for
Hi.
joining us.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe and hit the like
like,
button and ring
hit
the
the
bell.
bell.
Notification bell and do all the things to make all the analytics very, very happy.
Yes,
We
please.
do have a point. Just saying.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
It's
There
early
is-
on. It's early on, and you've got the flavor of us. We do have point. We have a point.
There is a reason.
So,
There is.
just saying.
Anyway,
Putting that out there.
so tonight we're going to start with Alyce. She's going to give us her best favorites, happiness, and then we're going to go to Kris, then we'll go to me. And during that time, I'm going to try and make sure everything doesn't freeze up. If it does, then,
We'll cry.
we'll throw in an error message with one of the cute little kitties that run the studio here. Off we go. Alyce.
All right. So I do have more than 10, and it was one of those questions too, and we'll probably have it as for our discussion of what constitutes and defines a sidekick. Because some of the things, I was doing some research, and there's some really couple of great sites that I found. But I was like, I would not have constituted those characters as sidekicks per se.
Secondary characters.
They're secondary
not sidekicks.
characters.
Yeah.
However, since they were on an official list, I stuck them on my list because I did like them. So anyway, top of my list, and it's really, I have no particular order. I was brain dumping when I put my list together. So one of my fun sidekicks that I love is Joanna.
Of course.
My favorite Disney princess.
She's a sidekick.
And she's a sidekick.
She's
Like
definitely
I would
a
say, like
sidekick.
she's
Yes.
kind of it fits in that kind of traditional definition of what a sidekick is. I also put Flounder as one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And again, I think he fits in that true definition of a sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
hero
he's
support.
Support, and
You know.
tells a great story. Because then we were safe. Pegasus, I think, is a good sidekick.
Uh-huh.
So I put that in there.
He's a magnificent horse with a brain of a bird.
And then Evinrude.
Evinrude.
I think so. And that one I put on there, but I don't know if he's traditional sidekick or not because he's hero support to Bianca and Bernard.
Let's save that for the
So
discussion.
the discussion.
Save
so
that.
and
Yeah.
then along those lines of another swamp insect is Raymond.
Yes.
Now, see, now I think Ray
and
is.
So, but he does kind of the same job as Evinrude.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway,
Yeah.
we'll save it for discussion.
Yeah.
I put these two together because I think they go hand in hand as Olaf and Sven.
Okay.
I think they are good sidekicks in their own right, yet they are good together. So
But what about Samantha?
I don't know
I don't
Samantha. Kronk, I think, is an excellent sidekick. And fun fact, he does have a last name. Don't ask me about it. Don't ask me how to say it.
We'll put it here.
But I found on a website he had a last name. Didn't know that.
If any of you can pronounce this phonetically and let us know, please do.
Oh, yeah.
So Kronk has a last name. I chose Clawhauser.
You'll have to tell me what movie that
Oh,
is.
Zootopia.
It's
He's
Zootopia.
the snow leopard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the-
Okay.
Yeah, he's the big chunky snow leopard. That's
Yeah.
the,
Okay.
The
he's the
front
he's
desk guy.
the front desk at the police department.
So again,
Yeah.
is he a sidekick or is he a just fun character? Like there
That-
we go with our
That one's
discussion.
a little
Again.
iffy.
He
Yeah.
was on a list
Again.
though, so I was like, okay, all right, we'll throw that on there
We'll-
for discussion.
We'll table him.
Doug,
Definite sidekick.
I
From
put on
Up?
there. So
Definite.
yes.
Definite sidekick.
So I included that one, and I like,
Oh, yeah, he's
he's
a
going to
sidekick.
personify a golden retriever. There you go.
Squirrel.
Well, just I love you. I don't even know you, but I love you.
Yeah.
that's
that
right. I
there
just
is
met you, and I love
every-
you.
Golden retriever on the planet. Dante/Pepita.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And-
yes.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
think he's a pretty good one.
Dante's wonderful.
The sidekick,
And
then
Pepita
is a
Just
beautiful.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So I put that in there. Mr. Smee, I thought
Very
was
good.
a good sidekick.
Yeah.
in
Very
that.
good.
So I
Very
chose
good. Yeah.
Smee because I thought he was a good embodiment of what a sidekick is in that true tradition.
Okay, good.
Same with Little John.
Okay. Yes.
So
I
Well,
would
Little
agree.
John's. I mean,
so
it's the archetype of
yes.
sidekick.
However,
So
he's also a main character.
yeah.
So that's where where
Again,
we can go. We can argue both sides.
It's discussion
Mm-hmm.
on this. Yeah.
Jacques and Gus Gus.
I knew you would have them on
I
your
love
list.
them. I wanted them to be on there. And then this one again, it's how we're gonna define sidekick. From Brother Bear, Rut, and Took.
Again,
Are
worthy-
are they sidekicks or are they just these rando fun characters to have a laughable moment
Yeah, and
and sort of push the story along.
to use a role-playing term, are they just NPCs? Are they non-playing characters?
Right.
You know,
They're funny to have. They're great little levity.
are they background?
They
Yeah.
push
Create
the
some
story
levity.
along.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
make things happen, but are they true sidekicks? So anyway,
Yeah.
that's my list.
Okay.
So
Okay.
again,
Okay.
I was going off this whole traditional sidekick thing of they have to have a point and they have to help the hero and they have to be pushing the story along and they have to do all these things. And then I looked at other things in research and I was like, so yeah.
Again, you know, are they hero support?
Well, and then
you
here's
know?
so that's the thing of my all-time favorite Disney character is Baloo. He's on a list as a sidekick.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a sidekick.
No, he's a co-star.
He's a main character.
Yeah.
And Bagheera and Mowgli, the three of them are the stories built around them.
See that? Well, while the story is about Mowgli, it's an ensemble story.
Without Bagheera
Yeah.
and Baloo,
Yeah.
Bagheera and
There's no
Baloo,
story.
they're not good. Like, so that's why I'm like, I would not have put Baloo on a sidekick list.
See, this is where we have to have our discussion
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because we have to start analyzing some of
Yeah.
these characters.
All right, so that's my list.
Okay.
All right. My turn. So we're going to have a lot of overlap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
shock. What?
Okay. My first one was Kronk because Kronk. And while he is a pretty dominant character, he is Yzma's support. So not hero support, but
Right. No, he's a sidekick.
in that
Well, okay.
he's her assistant, you know.
I'm going to throw this out there right now just for food for thought for the later discussion. Is there a difference between a sidekick and a henchman?
That's a good question.
So
Yeah.
just let that percolate.
All right. Next, I didn't put them together because, well, I'll explain. My next one is Sven. So I just liked the reindeer. Olaf annoyed me until the end of the movie. So he was one that I'm like, he's kind of breaking the movie
You
until
two-
he's not.
you
And then
guys-
he's a hero, right? So
You still haven't seen Frozen 2, right?
I have seen Frozen 2 and I have a completely different opinion of him in Frozen 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've got to because
But
I mean,
Have you seen Frozen 2?
we saw it.
Okay.
We saw it.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
'Cause for a while there, I would be referencing some things and you'd be like, I don't get it. But
oh yeah, of course, Samantha.
when Sven and they bust into the 80s rock ballad,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
cheered and screamed in the theater, and the rest of the family was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "This is so perfect." It was
Uh-huh.
so good.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
the four faces, and it was so,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it was so good.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
and the blur transitions and yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no, and
So-
that, like at the end of the first Frozen, I completely changed my mind about Olaf when he, like, you know,
And then when he
some people are
the
worth
story,
melting for.
yeah.
So yeah, okay. But at the beginning, I was like, oh my god, it's another Jar Jar Binks, right? So
He was also a sidekick, might I add, though he could have
He-
put on a list
of
but-
like
He
worst
almost showed up.
gross.
He
I was gonna-
almost showed up.
sidekicks that ruin a movie. Okay, my next ones are Pain and Panic
Yes.
because
Yes.
Pain and Panic.
Again, henchman or sidekick?
Well,
Is there a
again,
difference?
Sidekick of the bad guy.
Could be called a henchman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Next one, Pascal. Because
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Pascal
I know.
and his long tongue.
This little.
Yeah.
Yep.
And while we're on that movie, Maximus.
Okay. Okay.
That horse is smarter than his owner. And I love him.
Well, Maximus was actually kind of a foil
Yeah,
at the beginning of the movie.
he was. Yeah,
So
true that.
anyway, more discussion later. I'm sorry.
Okay. And then Doug.
Yeah. Mm.
Because, yeah. I pondered putting on Kevin, but is Kevin a sidekick or is he not a
See,
sidekick?
and he's that Kevin fits into the same as Tuke and
Yeah.
Rut.
Which I do have Tuke and Rut on my list,
Oh, there you
actually. So, but again, when I put them on, I'm like, I don't know if they're really sidekicks, but they're cute and they are the humorous break. Next is Ray from Princess and the Frog, because Ray. And I almost put the gator on there too. Louis.
See, that was a question. I almost put Louis on there too, but I was like,
because they kind of go together. But,
but
they
I don't know.
They each had their own story and plot line. So I just put Ray.
Okay.
Next is Mushu, because curse on your cow, curse on your family. I know cow is last, but it's the funny part.
All right, that's it. Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
And then I have Victor, Hugo, and Laverne from The Hunchback, the talking gargoyles. I mean, come on. I love them.
And the only sad part is any clips that I try to get for them,
I know.
that's copyright, and it just shuts down the video, and it's
sad.
Sad.
You just have to picture them in your mind.
Oh, I'll get pictures. The stills will go right here.
Okay. And then, I already said Rut and Took, because...
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Tree. Something brown.
Hey, can I write up front? It looks like you hunted me.
See, I mean...
Bob and Doug McKenzie, come on.
You have to be a kid of the 80s in order to
really
1,000% appreciate
City Television.
I know.
SCTV, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, you got Rick Moranis, and I can't remember the other guy's name.
You'll figure it out.
Well,
anyway,
it goes right here.
Just us, the 80s children.
Exactly.
Who were parents at the time that movie was made. So it was just,
Okay, your turn.
Okay, hang on. I got to pull things up here. I'm going to go from 10 to 1 because mine were actually sort of in an order.
Okay.
Believe it or not. It was in... Not necessarily a brain dump, but it was the ones that I actually think are, well, the sidekicks I fell in love with. So, number 10 is Mushu.
Yeah.
You know, the magnificent, the powerful, the sensual Mushu.
I am the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible Mushu.
I love him. The next one, number 9 for me, is Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Now, Timon and Pumbaa go together, sort of like, C-3PO and R2-D2, Rut and Took,
Pain and Panic.
It's just, they go together. But Pumbaa, for me, there was some love there. Okay, there was some love for that piggy, and I love Pumbaa. I do love Pumbaa. Next one, of course, is Pascal. I have to overlap with you, Pascal. I mean, that little chameleon is...
I love the little chameleon.
He's absolutely adorable, and I love the fact that when we went to do the animation drawing thing,
we drew him
at Disneyland, actually at California Adventure.
Yeah,
he was the subject.
Yeah,
Pascal was cool, boy. It was great. I loved it. And number 7 for me is Olaf.
Okay.
Because of Frozen 2.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Samantha? I don't even know it's Samantha.
Let's see. Number 6 is Baymax.
I thought about Baymax. But again,
but
I'm
is
like,
he a sidekick?
Again, it's an ensemble role.
Uh-huh.
I don't know because...
Is that Big Hero 6 Baymax?
Well, no. Big Hero 6 is the group of heroes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it be the same movie with, I don't know, because you can say that with a sidekick. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah.
These are discussion points.
Right. Number 5 is Jiminy Cricket.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he's an obvious sidekick.
Yeah.
Yet again, he's a very primary character.
Figaro in place of an obvious sidekick.
But does he actually advance the plot line?
Well, Jiminy Cricket is more of the orator of the story.
Right.
Like the host, if you will.
Yeah. He's your, like in Henry V.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, the narrator.
Yeah.
Per se.
Number 4, Phil from Hercules. I know you don't think he's a sidekick.
No, I think he's more of a primary character.
Yeah, but in the end of the movie, he was actually pulling hero support.
True.
But main characters could do that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I saw him on a list, but I was
too.
like...
Okay.
I'd take Pegasus over Phil as a sidekick.
Okay. Number 3 is Ray.
Well, there you go.
You gotta have Ray.
mean,
Raymond.
All three.
Ray.
All three of us.
He ain't no firecracker. Love him. Number 2 is Tantor from Tarzan,
Yeah.
Okay.
the elephant.
I saw them on. I have them on a list. Yeah.
You know, Tantor. He's a reluctant sidekick, but yet still a sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
He very much will support his friend, and
But-
does so.
Does not like it.
He does not. But boy, at the end, when he's
Yeah.
rescuing Tarzan off the ship, oh boy, he's all in at
Yeah.
that moment.
Yeah.
You know, he is all in.
Yeah, I pondered him, but
And of course, my number 1 sidekick, and yes, I do think that he is a sidekick because the main character is supposed to be Aladdin, is Genie. You can't really have that movie without Robin Williams.
You can't have that movie
Okay.
really without Genie.
Well, yeah, but it depends on how Genie is played.
See, I would say Abu would be my traditional sidekick in that space because Genie's the co-star. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. I'm going to go through my honorable mentions real quick here. I did venture outside of the Disney animated movies. First one is Rhodey, War Machine from Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Colonel Rhodes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I could do that.
Yeah, but then again, he's his own hero
Right.
as well because he's a member of the Avengers as War Machine.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. The next one is my favorite little astromech, R2-D2.
Well, yeah.
Now talk about a sidekick.
Yeah.
He is
definitely
the consistent sidekick through all 9 movies.
100,000 movies.
No, through all 9. All 9.
Mm-hmm.
He does not show up in Rogue One. He does not show up in Andor. He does not show up. He didn't even show up in Ahsoka.
No. But with the
Yeah.
exception
You know.
of Ahsoka, the others had primary robot
Mhm.
sidekicks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in that universe, you can't go too far without having a droid
Right.
because droids
And-
help out a lot.
And the droid in Andor breaks my heart.
Oh, BMO, little BMO.
When he lost his mommy.
Yeah, and then he got left on the
Yeah.
planet with. Anyway.
Okay.
That's a whole other thing. There's so many more. Wally's cockroach
Yeah.
in Wally
Mm-hmm.
is a wonderful little sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
Because constant companion, erstwhile support, always
Absolutely.
there. Anyway, that's my list.
Okay.
That's my list. We did it in under a half hour of listing. Now let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Because I take my cue on what a sidekick is from the movie Sky High.
Oh.
Sidekicks are hero support.
Morning, class. Welcome to Hero Support.
Big role, small role, however it is, you support your hero. You support the main character. So it can be a co-starring role, in my mind. It can be even so small as just adding color as that NPC that sort of tags along and does things. But it's support of the main character. That's how I see it.
Okay. Yeah, another one if I had gone out of the Disney animation was oh my gosh, was Dobby. Is another one who was hero support in Harry Potter. He was another one that I was thinking of that was annoying until he wasn't, until he saves everybody all the time. Whereas I felt like if they rose to being a primary, secondary character,
Secondary character?
Huh?
well, a primary or a primary character next to the main hero or main villain, that kind of took him out of sidekick and made him a part of the ensemble.
Okay.
So Aladdin and Genie are buddies more than sidekick to me.
Okay.
But I completely understand your definition where it's anyone who's supporting the hero and making the story happen.
Right.
So.
Because I will immediately give a contrast comparison to Batman and Robin.
But I don't think Robin
is listed as a sidekick.
Well, I know, but I don't think he's as strong as Batman. He is not an equal. He's definitely a secondary to me. Whereas like Genie and Aladdin, now, yes, it's the actors who played the Genie who steal the show.
But Aladdin wouldn't have been able to do what he did without Genie's help.
Right. And so then that puts it into Chuck's definition of...
Yeah, not even the... But I put it in the co-star role because if Genie wasn't there, it would be a different story.
See, and I think that honestly, co-stars can be sidekicks.
In some cases, yes. But I think I look at it as when I feel that a story could be completely changed and altered without their presence, then how is it really, because sidekick you think of as not side piece, but just, yes, pushing the story along, yes, supporting, but you're really focused on the hero or the main character, right? Whereas in Aladdin, Genie holds a lot.
Right. So like if there were no Pascal in Tangled, the movie would have gone on as
and
it
you'd
did.
Still be on Rapunzel and you'd still be on,
the
Finn Rider and all of that.
She would have, the whole
Right.
thing would have played out. We just wouldn't have had the nice comic relief of a Pascal.
So like with Little John on my list, I think Little John holds as much oomph and power, if you will, or space as Robin Hood, because they working together to steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Yeah, so I would...
That's, and that's where you kind of like, oh, well, are you? It's not, your name's not in the title, but...
Fits Chuck's definition of a sidekick. I for my list, I didn't, with the exception of Kronk, who is a primary character in my mind, I tried to stay away from those that were primary roles in the film. That was just how I interpreted it, but I completely understand your point of view that it's anyone.
So it's definitely a subjective definition too, because
for sure,
what is their purpose? Why are they there? Was the movie going to change with or without them? Could the hero still do what they needed, or the main character still do what they needed to do without them?
Yeah, and that's even a fine line, because I'm thinking like.
So let me throw a little wrench into that. So let's talk about Hercules.
Okay.
Hades with Pain and Panic.
Mm-hmm.
Hades could not accomplish what Hades wanted to do without Pain and Panic.
None of the gods could accomplish anything without their little minions.
So
that's what they're up on Olympus doing what they're doing.
Or henchmen.
Yeah, again, right. You're right, because they wouldn't have given Hades the elixir, even though they didn't do it right.
The Hercules, the elixir.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Hercules. So yeah, you're right.
So, while yes, it is a subjective role. Would the story have moved along without them?
Maybe they would have figured out a different way to get that.
I fully agree that Pain and Panic are definite sidekicks or henchmen, however you want to label it. Henchmen being sidekicks to villains.
Yeah.
But the story would not have moved along without them.
True. Or they would have. It would have had to have taken a very different approach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whereas Ruckin' Toot.
You can rut.
Wow.
Would the story would have moved along without them just fine, except it would have been a lot sadder.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because
But would the story have moved along without Sven and Olaf? I don't know. I think Olaf was pretty
honestly,
important.
I think that you could have told the story of Frozen and Frozen 2 without Olaf. Olaf was pure comic relief.
Until he put logs on the fire to save Anna.
Yeah.
But yeah. Until then, he was pure comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
What was the monster's name?
Oh, I can't remember her name.
Because I almost put that one.
No, you're talking about the big snow monster, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And then the little snow bees.
I want to say cream puff or something
I
like
know.
that.
Marshmallow.
We'll have to
I
look
think it was
up.
marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
I think it might have
was
been
marshmallow.
with the little snowgies.
Yeah.
I loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess we've agreed that a sidekick can be any of the above, just depending on how you
So-
subjectively interpreted how you put a list together.
Here's another layer on that. Are sidekicks always secondary? Can they be a primary character just in that role, in that space of helping that hero?
Which is
and
why I
still
brought
be
up.
a primary character.
Which is why I brought up Batman and Robin,
Yeah.
because there are several story arcs where Robin is actually the main character.
Okay. I just
So,
don't know.
Like,
those
so
story
I
arcs.
guess the part of that too is taking that less than or secondary or second tier role off of the table and putting it in that echelon of they can be a primary character. They're just in this space
Supporting role.
of helping the hero.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's not a less than. And I think
Right.
when you say sidekick, it sort of feels like it's less than.
Which is why the movie Sky High is so very, very important right now.
Well, yeah.
Because it actually addresses that.
It does.
It addresses that whole classist
Yeah.
Yeah.
dichotomy.
I'm feeling it that
you
you're
know.
not. It's like, so any of these on our list, if they're in that, like, so Little John then is definitely a sidekick. He's just not a secondary. He's still a primary,
He's still a primary
Yeah.
but
character.
he's in
and
that
can be a hero in his own right.
But it's that's I got your back. You got your buddy,
Exactly.
your teammate, like those.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Exactly. And hence with War Machine and Iron Man. You
Yeah.
know, in Iron Man 2, it was definitely those two got each other's back.
So I guess it's taking that cultural space or that cultural attitude towards it being a less than off of the
Mhm.
definition
Right.
and looking at it that, so yes, you can be a primary character
Exactly.
and still have that support space.
Fully agree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I brought up those characters.
Yeah.
And I know Batman and Robin is out of franchise. Okay, I got it. She talked about Harry Potter. I talked about Batman. So there we are.
There we are.
You know, Warner Brothers
I
still
mean,
not, you know.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's just, I didn't interpret my list that way, but I completely see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. And see, I was thinking very much along the lines of, could they have been their own hero as well? I use that in my thought process, and a lot of the time the answer was yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do they drive the story? Do they drive the plot?
Mm-hmm.
Do they add to the plot? Do they take away from the plot? As you said, can they exist? Does their existence change the story in one way or another?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because like you couldn't
that's
have
what I
had the
thought.
movie Hercules without Phil.
Right, because who trained Hercules?
Exactly. And so, yes. So he was the trainer, therefore falls into that hero support definition.
Exactly.
But is also a primary character.
Yeah.
When
Well-
you say sidekick, though, it always looks at, and you always have that because of culturally how it is used. It is a secondary base.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
So that, we have to define terms so that we were all coming from this from a level playing field, so we understand
right.
what our terms are. So when we were putting our list together there, we were kind of coming from it from our own definitions and our
Right.
own spaces.
Absolutely.
Well,
So-
and it showed the flavor of each
Yeah.
yeah.
list
Yet
and
the
each
same,
choice.
yet the same because we had very similar lists in that, yeah, we agree that they were in that support space, but
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily less than.
Right.
So we're how are we defining?
Well,
Like, where's
and
that term defined?
also it was coming from our favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, for
who,
sure.
who we like.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not necessarily who we like because they're a sidekick. We like them because of the character. You know, hence Genie from Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot go away from watching the animated version of Aladdin and not say, I love this character.
And they did make or break the movie. They do, like, if that those characters weren't in the movie, it would be a totally different feel and flavor.
Oh, sure.
So
it'd be so very different.
I still won't put Baloo on as a sidekick.
No.
I won't put Baloo
And
or
that's
Bagheera as a sidekick at all.
Yeah.
Either of the two of them. I would not.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay.
Because that's an ensemble. It's the three of
It
them
is.
moving together, and the three of them are
Agreed.
equal, and the
Oh, yeah.
hero. All three of them are heroes in my world.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. It's an ensemble. It's an ensemble piece. I
It's
mean,
like picking one of the three musketeers to be the hero and the others are sidekicks. No.
no, there wasn't. And believe it or not, there are those people out there that will do that.
Oh, I know.
You know,
sure there are.
because all of a sudden they're going to say, well, the whole thing is about D'Artagnan.
Him, no.
Not really.
Not really.
You know.
No.
But yeah, anyway, that's another discussion
another
for
Yeah. And so then the conversation is, when does a sidekick become part of, like, when is it an ensemble and they're all working together? I guess, again, to go back to Harry Potter, the three kids are the ensemble. So Hermione's not a sidekick and Ron's not a sidekick to
because of the
Harry.
Golden Trio, but the soul story is all revolving around Harry.
I know, but the three of them are kind of the thing, and then the sidekick, again, the sidekicks then would become the owl and Dobby. Dobby's definitely sidekick material until he becomes his own.
Extraordinarily powerful.
Well, that's just it. And then that brings up the whole, again, going back to the classist thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they made them slaves, so that they couldn't be more powerful than the wizards.
I have a lot of opinions about house elves and such.
Yes.
So
I know. And again, we're wrong franchise.
Yeah. Anyway.
Different movies. But anyway, okay.
So then, I guess one of the takeaways is it's not bad to be a sidekick.
No.
And not less than.
And who's the real hero?
Ding, 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 ding. There's
Right.
the $1 million question.
That's
there it is.
You know,
good.
who really
There's the
is the
$1 million
hero
question.
in all of these things? Is that, you know, is it the face of the place? Maybe not.
Yeah.
You know,
do we have to stay on brand? I mean, you know.
if your name's in the title,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But like, there's that whole, you know.
Well, with Hercules, you got Pegasus and Phil trying to be hero support, and when all of a sudden he starts believing his own press, when Hercules starts believing his own press, I mean, these two are done with it.
Yeah. So,
you know,
like, and that, you know, with some of the other, you know, when you look at Genie, or you look at even Little John, or, you know, some of it like Kronk,
right?
You know, who's really making it happen? And is that the hero portion of it? Or is it back to that whole, the beautiful people get all the glory and all of us plebeians that are in the back doing all the work get, you know.
Yeah. Well,
a pizza party from your boss.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Here's your bonus.
And a pizza party. Thanks for a great year. We brought you pizza.
I was about to have an airport story.
No, but anyway.
Yeah. It's they bring up, or I guess one of the things that I really like in a sidekick story, and it's not true for all the ones that were on my list, but for a lot of them, like when you first meet Kronk, he's introduced as kind of a bumbling idiot, but he is absolutely not. He just has different skills than maybe what
And
was expected.
got wrapped up with the wrong person.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, but
Well, and that becomes very evident at the end of the film.
yeah,
You know,
he has a lot of strengths, just not the ones that you immediately think of as a big, strong guy would
the
have,
man
right?
can talk to squirrels.
And he's an amazing chef. And
Yeah.
he
A wonderful cook.
Can double Dutch.
He can,
Yeah, he can do double dutch.
and he can navigate the forest.
I was like,
and,
yeah.
with Yzma on his back. I mean, come on.
Yep.
And so,
And a pretty darn good detective.
yeah,
Because
even
usually
if it's in the middle of the night.
it does come to him in the middle of the night.
The peasant at the diner. He didn't pay his check. It's the peasant who I saw leaving the city who disappeared into the crowd with Cusco in the back of his cart. He must have taken him back to his village, so if we find the village, we find him, and if we find him, we find Cusco. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
So yeah, and a few of them, like an Olaf character or Sven. Sven is obviously smarter than Kristoff from the beginning, and then Kristoff comes into his own, and
Even though Kristoff is the one doing the voice for Sven.
I know.
So in that case, would the rock trolls be sidekicks?
They could be.
I think it's just supporting roles. I mean, they're
in
just
that
just
whole
there.
Tukin Rut
Yeah.
moment.
Well, and
Yeah, but no, they're more of the in a role playing end. The rock trolls are NPCs,
and the rock trolls are only where the rock trolls live.
right?
They don't
and they
follow the hero around.
Yeah.
right, and you go to them.
They're like
For
Oracle
wisdom.
on the mount.
Yeah, you go to them for wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like they're not even a side quest. You know, well, no, I guess they are a side quest. They are a side quest. But yeah, I mean,
But they did save Elsa's life as well.
well, yeah.
So
Again, I mean, it's like the whole Ring Fellowship going into the elves and everything. Galadriel.
sorry,
Yeah,
that
I
is
know.
not my world.
Again, it's this
I know, but yeah, when it comes,
part of the storytelling, y'all.
I got it. But
Yeah.
get to the end of the fourth movie and Gandalf just goes, "Whoosh," and it's all better, and I'm like, he could have done that in the first 10 minutes of the first movie, and
that could have been an email.
Yes.
I'm looking at my list to get inspiration.
Okay. Because I
'Cause
think we're pretty close to done with
I
the
think-
conversation.
I think so too. I was just making sure I didn't
Because-
like the gargoyles again are kind of wisdom and
yeah,
his friends,
but they
and
do provide hero support at the end of the film
they do
during the
provide-
Battle of Notre Dame.
That's true.
So
I did.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention I had a couple of honorable mentions. One is Pua and Hey Hey from Moana.
I had them and I took them off. but,
did it.
yeah.
I had that was like, oh, I forgot to put them on there, but they are again kind of in that space.
when
Mhm.
that little piggy brings Moana the oar
Mhm.
and says, "Okay, go ahead," I was like,
right.
Tears. There it is. The waterworks begin.
Well, and
You
then
know.
so I was considering Monsters Inc.
Oh, okay.
Is Mike Wazowski a sidekick?
No,
Or is that a duo?
they're a duo. That is
They're a
100% a duo ensemble has to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you really can't have one without the other.
You really can't.
You know, I mean, yeah, technically you can, but no.
So was there a sidekick in that movie?
Ross.
Alice says Ross.
No, I mean, that's the first thing that popped in my head. But I guess
Yeah.
if we're looking at definition,
No, I think she was a foil. I think she was straight up a foil. The reason is because she was, well, I mean, by the end of the film, we find out she's the head of the CDC.
Yeah.
there you go.
You know, so there's that. So no, she's not a sidekick. She's not anything more than a plot device.
So then along those lines with mine with Clawhauser,
Mhm.
much as I love him,
Mm.
Zootopia is another ensemble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like it's just they're all there. They have their own plot. They all drive the plot. They're all part of the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nick and Judy are the
Yeah,
main characters,
exactly.
but I think that's another ensemble movie. So
Agreed.
I love you, Clauser.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loves Clawhauser. I mean, come on.
I know.
So
He's a big, cuddly
yeah,
snow
snow leopards
leopard.
are really
I mean,
cuddly.
they're,
Yeah.
oh, the faces.
Yeah.
The faces.
Exactly.
Just
you know?
because they're friend shaped does not mean they are friends.
We know.
Well,
We
yeah.
know. I
Okay.
honestly, I think that really wraps it up for the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. It was fun.
Even though the weird equipment failure that we had, Merida.
They'll never know.
You didn't see anything. Another franchise that's not Disney. Anyway, that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
That's us. That's what we have. That's our discussion on sidekicks. That's our favorite sidekicks. What are yours?
Yeah.
What-
What are your favorite sidekicks?
What do you
barely scratched the surface?
Well, what do you
How do
classify
you,
and qualify as a sidekick?
You define it
Yeah.
as well because we created our own definition and worked within that then. And,
Right.
Mhm.
you know, is it?
So let us know.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. In 2 weeks, we will do yet another episode. We are coming into the Thanksgiving season.
Mhm.
We are.
And Alyce will probably not be here for
Oh,
an
good point.
episode, depending.
It depends on the date.
There will be
One more before Thanksgiving.
no break.
Okay.
And one more episode before Thanksgiving, and then
Yeah.
we go into eating a lot mode.
Mm-hmm. For the next
holiday
season.
Yeah.
I was going to say for the next month.
And then the close to the end of December will be the ToddCast Christmas episode.
Oh my gosh.
What are we going to do for that?
I don't know yet.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know yet.
But the intro is amazing.
Yeah, I did do an announcement
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means we got to make it a good one.
Anyway, that's us for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. And we'll hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. As Alyce said before, there is a reason that we keep asking for that.
Yeah.
There really is.
We like to have you here, so please stay.
Yeah, and it does help out the channel. It helps the channel grow. And we want to keep this going because I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm having a lot of fun with the editing. I'm having a lot of fun with the whole process of amateur broadcast.
Yeah.
This is
For
fun.
sure.
This is a lot of fun. Had I known about this in high school? Anyway, moving
Timing
on.
is everything,
Moving on.
and here we are now.
Here we
Yeah,
are now.
exactly.
So you can do it now.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bring it